Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to another tutorial of Python. Today, again we're gonna learn something new, and it is function. So, please pay attention and follow the tutorial. Let's learn it.
What is a function? A function is a block of organized, reusable code that is used to perform a single related action. Functions provide better modularity for your application and a high degree of code reusing. You have already seen various functions like print, eval, input, etc. These are called built-in functions provided by the language itself. But we can write our own functions for doing our specific works. Now, why do we need functions? Number one, they allow us to conceive of our program as a bunch of substeps. Each substep can be its own function. When any program seems too hard, just break the overall program into substeps. Number two, instead of rewriting it, they allow us to reuse code. Simple. Now let's go to the coding.
So, now we know what is a function and why do we need to use it. Actually, it saves our time and helps us to code efficiently when we need to use some code multiple times. Let's see some examples and learn how we can use a function. Okay, consider you want to go on a tour in Europe, and for some reasons you need to write a code where currency conversion is necessary. So instead of converting the currency again and again by writing the whole program, you can easily use function. So how can I do it? Let's see. First you need to write def, that's the new thing here. Then, okay, we are converting dollar to euro, right? So let's write dollar to euro, and in the bracket we'll give it a name, and let's give it dollar. Now, okay, remember you have to give a column followed by this whole thing. Okay, so now let's write another variable that should be euro. Okay, what's the present conversion rate? Okay, it's maybe 0.88. So dollar times 0.88, that's a variable, and let's write print euro. Okay, so that is our function. Remember, up to now we have just written the function. Okay, now let's write, okay, we need to take the input, so let's write an input which is dollar eval input, enter dollar to convert it into euro. Right? Okay. So now we need to call the function, and for calling the function we need to write dollar to euro. That is dollar. Okay, that's the same thing here, right? We have to just call the function and we can use it. We can use these things over and over again. It doesn't matter how many times that we're going to use it. We can use it as many as time whenever it's necessary. So instead of writing this whole program, we're just using a simple line, and we can use it in the program anytime we like. Okay, let's run it and see what happens. Okay, 20 bucks, right? 7.60. So we have done it. Okay, let's see another example. In this case, let's consider we need to use multiple variables. Okay, remember, we can use multiple variables very easily. I'm just showing you some examples so you can understand. In this program, we are gonna use, let's consider where we're gonna take two numbers and we'll just simply multiply with each other. And maybe maybe we need to use these things in the multiple times in the program, so we can put it in a function. Remember, we are making customized function according to our need. So let's write a program where we need to use multiple variables. So again, def, then let's write result. So there will be two numbers, so let's write num1 and num2. Remember, whenever you are adding more than one variable, we just need to put a comma between them. So just adding the comma, you can add as many as variable as you want. So result is equal to, let's consider that they will be multiplied, so number 1 times number 2. That's our variable, right? So let's print it. Print result. So up to now we have completed our function. So now we're going to take the input and we'll call the function. That's the whole process. Clear? Okay. So how is, okay, we'll have to take input twice, right? So let's write num1 eval, then input, and parenthesis, enter the first number, right? Okay, so we're going to have to do the same thing again. So instead of writing it again, we can just copy it and very easily I'm just changing it to 2, and the first will be second, right? Okay, done it. So we have taken the input, so now we need to call the function, and how we can call it? That is result num1 num2. That's how we define it, right? So if we print it, let's see what happens. First number 5, and let's see, the second number should be 7. So 5 times 7, 35. Here we are. So if you want to use this calculation or this equation more than once in your program, you can just create your own customized function like this, and every time just call the function like writing the result num1 or num2, whatever the name that you will give that. Just use it as many as times in the program as you want, and it will be very simple. So instead of writing the whole thing, just writing this line, just calling the function, you can use it very efficiently. So that's your very own customized function. So that's it for today, and hope to see you again very soon. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up and do share with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe, and please comment down below if you have any question. Peace.